gonna briefly talk you through the new features of the Bissol editor. Once you downloaded the plugin from the Pentaho BA server marketplace and installed it, you will see this screen. The first thing we have to do is configure a few tables. So we head over to the admin area and pick the configure new table action. Alright, in this case I'm gonna connect to my local MySQL database and choose the employees there. So the config area has changed quite drastically. You have a lot of new options here. First thing is you can choose between a simple and a complex editor type. The simple one will just display a very basic table which will allow you to edit the entries inline, whereas the complex editor, once you come to the stage of editing the records, it will display a separate screen which has a whole lot more space to display things like validation messages or date pickers and so forth. Good. Let's configure this table. So we have the employee ID. It's already marked as a primary key and it is auto-incremented as well. So we just want to make this one visible. Obviously we can't make it editable because the database takes care of this for us. Good. Next field is the first name. We want to make this visible, we want to edit it, and it should be required. We can define a default value, not very useful in this case, but just to demonstrate the point. Input type, in this case I want to add a validation, so we set it to text. As long as you don't add a validation, just keep it on none. So set this to text. Validation pattern is just a regular expression. So please make sure you test this regular expression in one of the many tools that allow you to do this. And we add the message, so please add a proper first name. We'll configure the last name field as well, so it's visible. Want to edit it, should be required. And let's add the start date as well. In this case, we want to use the date picker. We don't have to add the validation button for any of the date time fields. That will happen automatically. For now, we leave this on a simple editor type. Later I will show you how the complex one works. Okay, let's save this. And now we will also set up the other table, just so I have already two configured of these ones. So I'm gonna delete one. Alright, next table. Again, MySQL, and I'm gonna pick the offices table. This one is different. This one doesn't have auto-incremented primary key. So in this case, I have to use the complex editor. I want to set this one on visible. I want to edit it. Okay, let's add the city field. And the country one. And then let's save it. Okay. So first bit is done. Let's go back to the main area, which will be the main area or the one and only area that the end user can access. So we just pick one table. Let's have a look at the simple editor first. So as said, it's just a standard straightforward table that you see here, and you can add new entries in line. So let's add one new record. Here, it's not that convenient, for example, to enter the date. It would be nice to have a date picker here. This is currently not supported in the simple mode, only in the complex one. So I'll leave it like this. Just click here the plus button to add the new record. And if you want to edit it, so you can just do this in line as well, and then click again the save button. Good. Next, the complex vote. We set the office table up like this. So looks basically more or less the same. It's just a few more options here. You have the search field, can define how many records per page you want to see. Obviously you have pagination here. So if you click here on adding new record, you get this new screen. As said, it offers more space. It will show you validation messages and so forth. So let's add London, UK, and save that. And if I want to update that, I can just do it this way. Good. Now I want to show you the date picker in action. So let's go back to the employees table and change the config details from simple editor to complex editor. And remember, we added a few validation messages before. I think for the first name. Yeah, okay. Let's submit this. Go back to the main area. Choose the employees table again. And let's create a new table. So you see here our default value that we configured earlier on is displayed. And okay, let's see, let's test this. And here we can conveniently use the date picker. So it's a bit a nicer experience really to input the data. All right, that's in a nutshell. There are probably still a few bugs left, so if you find one, please submit the details to the GitHub page, and I'll try to do my best to fix them. Okay, thank you very much for now.